Hey guys, just imagine the freedom of connecting to the internet from anywhere on the planet, be it on top of a remote mountain or in the middle of a rural area without cell phone coverage. Sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, doesn't it? But what if I told you this reality is closer than we think, thanks to SpaceX's advances with the Starlink project? What if I told you we don't need any special equipment, just the cell phone we already have in our pocket? Get ready, because today I'm going to tell you how this technology works and if it's already accessible. I promise the answers may surprise you. Before we continue, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video to stay updated. Your likes and subscriptions contribute to the growth of the project, and the more the project grows, the more interesting videos I can bring to you, alright? Thanks for the support. Continuing, the possibility of using the internet on your cell phone via satellite is getting closer. Imagine being in a rural area or a place with no coverage and still being able to make calls and browse social media without any problems. This is almost becoming a reality thanks to the tests started by Elon Musk's SpaceX. The company began testing direct communication between smartphones and its Starlink satellites in January. And the first results were very positive. So positive, in fact, that the company celebrated the achievement on X, which you may remember is the new name of Twitter. In early 2023, Elon Musk announced that Starlink would begin offering an innovative cellular coverage technology via satellite called direct-to-cell. This technology will allow satellites to provide internet to cell phones and other mobile devices anywhere, even in the most remote places, like internet on the road, in tunnels, and even on farms. The main idea is to enable calls and mobile internet use through Starlink, bypassing traditional cell towers. Imagine climbing a mountain and watching this video as if you were comfortably at home. Originally, SpaceX wanted to start testing in 2023, but there was a delay in plans. The first Starlink satellites equipped with direct-to-cell technology were only launched into space on January 2nd, 2024. On that day, the Falcon 9 rocket carried 21 Starlink satellites into space, and 6 of them were equipped with direct-to-cell technology. Currently, there are already more than 5,000 Starlink satellites in orbit, some of which have been adapted for this new role. In summary, the satellite internet project for cell phones began to be executed with a 1.5 year delay, but it's okay. After all, we are used to the delays from Elon Musk's projects, whether it's SpaceX, Neuralink, Cybertruck, humanoid robots. The delivery by humans may take a bit longer. The Starlink satellites were launched earlier this year, and 6 days later, on January 8th, SpaceX conducted the first successful test of communication between two LTE smartphones using T-Mobile's frequency. To clear things up, SpaceX has teamed up with carrier T-Mobile to facilitate cellular connection via satellite. Basically, the Starlink satellite delivers the internet from space, and the carrier, in this case T-Mobile in the United States, handles the data traffic. Taking a step back to the test, it was conducted by a group of engineers from Starlink and SpaceX in a rural region of the United States, where the traditional internet is seriously lacking. The smartphone managed to connect to Starlink's internet effortlessly, and the download and upload speeds reached up to 300 megabits per second and 100 megabits per second, respectively. The latency was around 20 milliseconds. But for now, what Starlink essentially did was just send text messages between the two devices. In the next steps, the company will focus on testing connections and internet browsing, since those are the features promised by direct cell, text, voice, and data. The messaging service starts this year, followed by voice, data, and Internet of Things services in 2025. So we can expect several new features during the year, including availability in other countries. Elon Musk's global domination has already begun. By the way, The company announced on its website that the technology promises connectivity anywhere in the world, but it's worth remembering that, as far as we know, the connection only works on land, in lakes, or in coastal waters. So if you're on the high seas, it looks like it's not going to happen yet. Let's be honest, it seems like they went a little overboard with the description. You must be wondering if you'll need a specific cell phone for Starlink, true or not? No, you won't need any special appliances. And that's precisely where the trump card of the partnership between Starlink and the operators lies. The great advantage of SpaceX's solution is that it's compatible with LTE smartphones available on the market today. That is, it's not necessary for cell phone manufacturers to include new technologies in the devices or for users to buy a new cell phone. Direct Cell allows any smartphone that uses the LTE mobile network to communicate directly with satellites without the need for SpaceX's own antenna or router. This is the big highlight that Elon Musk always emphasizes when talking about the project. But since not everything is perfect, SpaceX still faces several challenges with this type of satellite connection. They themselves have spoken about it recently. According to the company, in terrestrial networks, the cell towers are fixed, but in a satellite network, they move quickly in relation to users here on Earth. This requires constant switching between satellites and adaptations to deal with issues such as Doppler variation and signal delays that are real challenges for satellite communications. Furthermore, connecting cell phones to satellites that are hundreds of kilometers away is not easy at all because of the low gain of the phone's antennas and the limited transmission power. SpaceX mentioned that the Starlink and direct cell satellites are facing these obstacles head-on and are committed to launching this technology within the set timeline. The current plan is to launch several more hundred Starlink and direct cell satellites into space so that the text messaging service will be available later this year. So what do you guys think? Will there be time, or will these challenges cause further delays? Will so many satellites fit in space? But until then, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any content about technology. Leave in the comments if you like the video, share and subscribe. Indications of upcoming videos are popping up here right now that make perfect sense for you to watch. I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.